Good evening, guys. How is your evening? How is everything? I hope you are all doing well. I hope everyone is faring well, and I hope you are happy and filled with joy as I am this evening. As you can see, I was listening to this song. It says, "To God be the glory, great things He has done." And this song we used to listen it while we were in. I learned this song when I was in high school, and I really loved like hymn songs. And this one was among the ones I really liked most. And it talks about like we giving glory to God for the things He has done for us. Yeah. In this period, this time, you might find like you are discouraged or you have many problems, and you might be thinking like God has abandoned you, and you might have forgot what God has done for you. I want you to reflect on what God has done for you, and maybe you can appreciate this song. Like, to God be the glory, great things He has done. You are alive. That's the one thing you can be grateful for. Maybe you're in good health. Maybe you are good. You have a shelter. You have food. Your life is filled with love. You have friends. There's so many things you can be grateful for at this moment. Therefore, I want you to reflect on that and be grateful for that. There was this story I came across, so I just wanted to make your evening. Maybe you can smile more. The story was there was this man. This man was it was an old couple, and now there's this young man who asked the old couple, "For how long have you been married?" The old man told him they'd been married for 60 years. So this man was amazed. How come your marriage has been lasting this long? And the old man replied and told him, I usually take my wife out for vacations all around the places in the world. For example, he told him, on our 25th anniversary, I took her to Beijing, China. This guy was, the young man was, wow, this is very good. And now the old man, yeah, then how he asked, he was very curious. Why did you take her for the 50th anniversary? He was excited and waiting for a big surprise. Then the old man told him, I went to Beijing just to pick her. Yeah, I was just kidding. Okay, this today I want us to check the story of David. And this one, the reason I want us to check the story of David is because in most difficult time, when David met a challenge, a valley he had to walk through for him to be able to go to the other side of the mountain. And we might be the same valley, and we need God. We need to have faith. So it's the book of Samuel, First Samuel chapter 17, verses 20, 26 to 40 to 51, and it says, Then David spoke to the men who stood by him, saying, what shall be done for the man who kills the Philistine and takes away the reproach from Israel? For it is this uncircumcised Philistine that should he defy the armies of the living God. Then the people answered him in this manner, saying, So shall it be done for a man who kills him. Here we find like David had been sent by his father to deliver food to his brothers who are in the army of King Saul. And there was a war that was going on. There was a fight between the Israelites and the Philistines. But there's this big Philistine who was the champion, Goliath. And he had emerged and he was challenging the Israelites, asking for them to produce someone who could fight him. And if he manages to kill him, then the Philistines would be the slaves to the Israelites, and vice versa. So he had been challenging them every time, and the men of Saul, or the armies of Saul, and Saul himself were greatly afraid. But when David arrived and he heard this Philistine and the people talking about him, he asked what should be done to the person who kills him, and now he is told what Saul had promised. We see in later in when now Saul was told about this young man David, and now David was brought before Saul, and Saul goes ahead to tell him in verse 33, You are not able to go against this Philistine to fight with him, for you are just a youth. He is a man of war from his youth. So even Saul cannot see how David will be able to fight Goliath. But David goes ahead and reminds Saul on verse 34. But David said to Saul, "Your servant used to keep his father's sheep, and when a lion or a bear came and took a lamb out of his flock, I went out after it and struck it, delivered the lamb from its mouth. And when it rose against me, I caught it by its beard and struck and killed it. Your servant has killed both a lion and a bear, and this uncircumcised Philistine will be like one of them, seeing he has defied the armies of the living God." Moreover, David said, "The Lord will deliver me from the paw of the lion, from the paw of the bear, deliver me from the hand of this Philistine." So what we can learn from that is like no matter the challenge you might be encountering, like this God was be able to deliver you from. You can just reflect on your past victories, the challenges you faced, and how you are able to overcome them. The same way now, this on your new challenge, when you're encountering, you need God. You need to be faithful that God will help you overcome it. And later you come to realize that David was able to kill the Philistine, and David was able to kill the Philistines using just a stone. And what we can learn from that is like every time we have a challenge, we're encountering a challenge, we can all rely on God. For where we are today, it's by God. It's by God's grace that we are there. Therefore, every time we should rely on God. Thank you for listening, and I hope you can give me feedback on what you think about the reading. I can also enlighten me, and we can grow together in this journey of Christianity. Let us pray. Father Lord, we come before you this evening, thanking you for the gift of life, thanking you for everything that we have. We thank you, Lord, for you even you gave your only begotten Son, for us to die for his sins, for him to die for our sins. Thank you, Lord, for everything. We come now before you, asking you to forgive us our sins, once you have done knowing and unknowing, through our actions, through our words, through our deeds, through our thoughts. Lord, forgive us. We ask you, Lord, to provide us with good health, to provide us with food, shelter, and to fulfill the desires of our hearts. Help us, O Lord. Praise our short, we believe and trust in Jesus' name.